Welcome back to the Foxboro High School Gymnasium, where we have just seen the Bellingham Blackhawks come in here to play the Foxboro Warriors. The final score of this game, not unexpectedly, Foxboro 75 and Bellingham 37. The round of 32 in the MIA Division III tournament. And you'll be going on to play in the round of 16. You'll be here. You'll be on Monday night. We just don't know the opponent yet.
Correct.
Which could be either Fontbonne or it could be Wilmington. Fontbonne, I think, number 16 and Wilmington, number 17. And I believe they're tied coming into the last minute of play or close
Correct.
to the last half minute. So well, I'm sure if we can get a chance to find out what happened in that one, we'll let you know. But I'm Mark Farinello, of course. This is Lisa Downs. I think you know who she is. Kaylee Sullivan's somebody who everybody should know by now, too. And a great game by everybody tonight, and you got everybody into the game too, which is great. Lisa, first of all, just tell me, how do you approach a game when you know that the team coming in here is 3-19, 4-19 actually, because they, as I had said in the pregame, they'd done something that you hadn't done in the playoffs yet, which was win a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mean, but you knew that there was going to be a difference in the competition level. How do you approach it with the girls and get them totally prepared properly?
I mean, what we did focus on was just what we have control over, which is making sure that we do the things that we need to do offensively and defensively, and we're not going to be playing to the scoreboard. So they know I would have been equally as upset with them if they didn't play hard defense tonight as if, you know, the same way it would be if we played against a team that was within a couple points of us. So we just didn't want to pick up any bad habits and make sure that we're really focused on the game in front of us and just at each end of the court really giving it the best opportunity that we have for doing the little things right.
Well, I think I saw both offense and defense playing at peak efficiency in that first quarter. What was it, 34-0, I believe it was?
Yeah, we shot lights out,
yes,
that's
you
for
did.
sure.
Yes, you did. And Kaylee, and let me address this to you too, because I'm sure you knew coming into this game that you weren't going to be having to play the whole game. But the time you get in a game like this, you want to play like it's the tournament, right? You want to play with the focus and intensity that you're going to need farther down the road.
Yeah, I think how we feel about it is how we play, and each game will transition into the next. So when you're out there, you got to play like you're going, you know, how you want to play in the next game.
And, you know, 18 points for you tonight. You had 4 threes, you know, and they were very, very sharp. You know, they're your perfect shot, and most of them from the same spot, too. Here's one of your rare twos.
Yep.
But, you know, that spot over on the right, just a little bit off to the right there, is just like magic for you, oftentimes. And as we see, I mean, they go in, and they go in.
Yep.
And that's got to be a great feeling when you know that they're starting to fall, because, you know, you know that this team is not the competitive level. I'm not trying to demean them in any way, shape, or form, but they just don't play the same level of competition that you guys do.
Yeah.
And so you have to keep that mindset all the time that it's not, you know, it's not their record. It's not, you know, what everybody says is going to be done. It has to still be done here on the court.
Yeah.
And is it tough to do that, or is it just, you know, is it easy to focus? It's just the one that makes you guys focus like that?
Yeah, I mean, Coach always, you know, is on us about how important each game is, despite who we're playing. And, yeah.
Just a quick little look here at the scoring. Kaylee, you had 18. Cam had 11 tonight. Addie had 10, you know, limited duty. But the funny thing about this game tonight was that Bellingham had a kid that we didn't have the record for, her name, and she was the one who scored 14 points. We did find out her name, and for anybody who might be watching this, her name was Lizzie Glynn, and she was number 21, and she had a great third quarter, and I just want to tip my cap to her for that, because she was hitting the threes from almost that same spot that Kaylee likes, and maybe a little closer to the center. But, you know, Lisa, now, again, now you're going to get into teams that are more, you know, 16 and 17, okay? I've seen Fontbonne. I saw them play Mansfield. It was early in the season. They really couldn't keep up with Mansfield, and that was before Mansfield got as good as they got towards the end of the season. So if it's a close game, I just don't know what's going to come of it. Obviously, I'll hit the film as much as I can. I know you will too. A short prep time for this game.
Yep.
But again, what do you do with the kids to tell them, you know, that now it's going to ramp up a little bit at least.
I think they know that, and I think that they welcome that, because when we went to a zone in the half at the third quarter, they weren't thrilled, because we like to play our man defense, and you know, when we pull back the reins a little bit, you know, it takes them out of the tempo that they like. So I think each game is going to be a little bit more to our liking in terms of being able to do the things that we want to do, and keeping the rotations the way that I would like them to be. As much as it's wonderful to play, you know, they're all 13 girls, which I got to tonight. It's also it's a trickier rotation, because it's, you know, I'm sitting my starters for a lot, and I need them to get those minutes in order to get ready for each game.
I had a bet with Kate, and we probably both agreed about the time. We figured about 3.5 minutes to 4 that you'd start getting people out in the third quarter. Which, you know, again, you need to get the kids out there just to, you know, restore the competitive juices a little bit, but. You know, in a game like this, you're not going to play them every minute of the night. Now, Kaylee, speaking to that a little bit, you know, I mean, you get to see a lot of your teammates playing that maybe wouldn't normally, and I saw the enthusiasm over there on the bench. You guys love it when those kids do something good, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're our teammates, and they push us every day in practice, and we push them. So it's nice to see them. That's what
makes this a great team. You know, obviously, the folks at Channel 5 recognize that in their High Five segment. Was happy to see that. And it also inspires the next generation, which was the topic of that High Five, is how you had the kids in here at your clinic, and those kids just absolutely look up to you all. Is that something, Kaylee, when you're thinking about that? I mean, you were younger, not that long ago, and you saw the older kids playing and doing things. Is that something that you kind of say, I want to be like them?
Yeah, definitely. They were like celebrities to me.
And now you're in that boat where you're at the other end of that now.
Yeah.
Does that feel strange, or?
Yeah, it is kind of strange.
But you could see tonight the youth that was here cheering them on, and you know, and it's good for not just for the youth, but for our girls. It's like a nice confidence booster that these girls know their names. They look up to them so much. And I always kind of tease Sully that I remember the girl that came in. She had goggles at the time because she wore her glasses, and I kept going, "Oh, this girl's going to be good." And that's when she was in 4th grade. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so she used to come to our clinics, and so it's just full circle now.
It is a program, and it has deep roots, and it keeps building and building, and the next generations come up. And Wilmington apparently did win that game.
Interesting.
So now I got to go find an entirely different team than the one I prepared for, because I'd already started my notes on Fontbonne.
Yeah.
Wilmington won?
Yeah.
So that'll be it here on. Do you know if it'll be 6 or 6:30? Do you have any idea?
I believe 6.
Okay, so if it's Monday at 6, the Wilmington, I forgot their nickname.
I don't know.
They're not. Yeah, it's not Winchester's the red and black. So Wilmington is something though. I'll find it.
We'll figure it out.
And they'll be here. They're the number 17 seed here against the Foxboro Warriors, the number 1 seed in Division III. That game, if I can come, I will.
Okay.
I promise you, I will. But in the meantime, all of you folks out there in Foxboro should, because this is a great team. Nice to see a bigger crowd tonight. You know, it was good to see the boys win the other night too. It was nice of them to do that. You know, they didn't get in with a great record, but, you know, they're showing what the strength of the Hockomock League is, and I think you guys show that every day. So anyway, the final score of this one, once again, was Foxboro 75 and Bellingham 37. And so for Kate Hill, my partner, and for me, Mark Farinella, and for everybody here at Foxboro Cable Access, Lisa Downs, Kaylee Sullivan, thank you for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you at the next game. Addie Reuter wins the tap, not surprisingly. Going right to the basket is Kaylee Sullivan. Furman picks it up. Gets double teamed, but she gets it out. It's Chamberlain into Reuter, and another basket for Addie Reuter. And Foley has the ball, now gives it back to Sullivan. Sullivan will take the long 3 and swishes it. Right side, gives it back out top to Sullivan, gets it back to Collins. 3-pointer right side. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And a steal.
Great hustle.
Collins interfered with that, and the fast breakdown, I think it was, or something like that. Ava Hill with the 3. Swish. Everybody's hitting tonight. Well, obviously in no rush to do anything in this game. But then look at that.
Awesome.
Zips right to the basket is Cam Collins. The pass is there. Rebound fought for. Hill comes out with it. Gets it back out. And a 3-pointer by Sampson. That was a three-pointer coming
And Reese Hassman
by Reese Hassman. All right.
coming back from that injury.